80% chance you're a furry, 20% it's just cool. They usually pop off though. Pure Angela main, the one that shows her S tier potential and only asks because of that, otherwise it's just trash taste. Why? I would say the silver's nice, but you get a better one for free.
You ain't nothing but a broke boy. Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
If you have this equipped even though you have other cat skins, you like Marvel too much. Rare edgy Cap main. You're an immensely basic human. Cap main at heart. I respect it, even though you're probably annoying as fuck in real life like in game. True Cap main at heart that can easily bank that win. Even at his worst at season 0, you still outright bought this shit. Respect. Unless Both was in this week, then good luck. You're weird. You secretly like Reverse Flash. Ooh, he pimpin'. You probably also bought this for other reasons. You are a disgusting filth of humanity. Broke Strange Main's winning hard. Dedicated Strange Main has a 90% ult kill accuracy and a loud one at that. Really drove the devs to change the skin. Strange Main that dumped their money the moment he got a legendary. 30% chance you regretted it. The type to always be there for your team though. Classy OG Strange Main, but a 50-50 in game. Also classy OG Strange Main, but more in the dark edge type. Usually a decent one though. You like green too much. Rare impatient Emma main who couldn't wait for a better legendary and would sell for the trash fashion. As an Emma main by the way. I know for sure you wished her hair was longer than this. Hungry for skins. Though among Twitch drop skins, this one is one of the good ones. I know what you are. It's a decent recolor, but why? Broke and unlucky. This shit is ass. You like Marvel too much. Either you're luckily broke or you're so far on the edge. Dedicated Groot main. Almost always with the perfect walls and ult. I like it. Decent pick. Hey, broke Groot main, stay winning. Or you like it simple, but different. OG Groot main. Not as popular, but certainly guarantees a win right here. Unless Both was in this week, then good luck. You didn't buy this for the skin itself. I just know it. You're weird. You're one annoying motherfucker in game, and take that as a compliment. You most likely wish this was more comic accurate, but realize it's still a decent one. You'll make questionable decisions in life. Most likely have him at Lord already. 90% of the time, just a good Hulk with the skin equipped. I love you on my team and absolutely despise you on the enemy team. You like to keep things very simplistic. Broke. But to be fair, it's a clean recolor, but you're still a broke. Right amount of edge and class, but mostly classy. Either you're broke or Marvel enjoyer. Either way, you're a lucky one. You like mech or you a freaky one, and you can't hide it from me. I don't know what's up with mag size, but it fuels you to be the best mag ever. Classy. You like Magneto too much that you'd sell for something close enough. Simplistic, but a bit edgy. If you play CS, you're one to flex your Rust coat because it's the lowest float in the game, even though it's shitty looking. In-fucking-sufferable. That could be a good thing or bad thing, depending if you're with her or against her. 90% sure you wish Penny's model is actually present in game, and not just the mech, and it's justified. You thought, well, if it's only the mech, might as well choose the better one. You get an odd taste, in a good way. You're pretty chill. Not afraid to be different. Good on you. You get a good weird taste.
You ain't nothing but a broke boy.
Either console Andy or downright boring. But that's also why they're usually good with Penny. You like green too much. I know what you are. You're broke, but in the future, you like red. Or you like her red hair variant too much. If you also have the blue Strange equipped, please don't ever speak to me. Otherwise, you keep it chaotically simple. Or off chance of liking Cord. You're pretty chill, like most thing mains. You like green too much. Broke and lucky if it's the only skin you have. Otherwise edgy, but somehow playing the thing. You're a rare specimen. Take that with how you want to. I know what you are. You have a weird taste, I'm not gonna lie. You like Marvel too much. Magnifico, classy, and a chill person and fun to be with, but not fun to play against. The complete opposite of what you are in life and in game. You're into too much nostalgia. You like big hunky men oozing with masculinity. High chance to be an Andrew Tate fan, or you're just a dad chillin'. Bro, or you just like the frog sound, and that's respectable. You like blue, and you're a cool person for that. You like it clean. You probably take care of yourself pretty decently, just like a true Thor main. 70% chance you're already Lord on him, and also an unstoppable force when you play him. High chance you're the Thor main that everyone likes. You either like Marvel or superheroes too much, or just broke. You probably just like the sound effects, or you're basic. You get a good ass taste, keeping it simple, minimal, and on the low key, but a bit of a gamble in the gameplay. You like to keep it realistic, and most likely like Nordic stuff. You were either convinced hard by the effects or you started liking Venom since Rivals, but you could also be an insane person. You like pink, but a legendary one. Ew, yellow? Really? You're secretly hoping for a full Eddie Brock skin, or an Eddie Brock with a good Venom skin. Otherwise, you like chickens too much. You like pink, the classic one. You're cheap, in a good way, I think. You like to be different and have a very unique style in all of the things you do. Whether that's good or bad is not my question to answer. respectable OG Venom main, the ones who stood with him through his lowest times and most likely to be a menace in the lobby. Unless Boss was in this week, then good luck, you're weird. But you're still most likely to be a nuisance to the enemies. But you're still kinda weird. Fuck you. Genuinely. You got good taste of simplicity, and you're secretly hoping for a better anti-Venom skin in the future, or as a character. Yeah, keep on coping, buddy. There's an off chance you like ninjas, fire or scorpion. Just an off chance. Batshit insane. Most likely complain about supports at least 5 times a week. 40% chance you have a TikTok account for your highlights. You gotta come out of the closet, man. Like, if you did, good job. If not, take your time. It's fine. Otherwise, explain yourself. You're a simple man that somehow wants to play a freak. You like cool things that are simply just cool. But it's a hit or miss BP, especially in Season 0. Now, it's mostly a hit though. You like rawness, power, and pure unfiltered action. 20% chance you also say slurs, and that's fucking weird. You didn't just choose PP, you want to become him. Whether it's good or bad, good luck, because they will never swap. You're trying too hard to be different. I know what you are. You're a comics fan, or a different person. Broke with a little bit of edge. I like you. You know what's up. Compared to most widows, I'll give you 2 deaths instead of 1. Then you gotta swap. That's double the amount. You're welcome. It's either you're an egoistic ass motherfucker or a pretty chill and cool person. Mostly the latter. Or you could also be just broke. You know your fits, but not your shots. You see this on the enemy team? Try your very best to shut them down. 80% of the time, they will play hard. Could be bought just now, but they'll most likely still be decent. Another terrorist in the lobby. Do not let her wake up by all means. Jump her if you want to survive. Unless it's a low chance it's the ass one. You like Cyberpunk too much. You're fun at parties and to hang out with. Everyone likes you. You're a fun person. Broke, or there's a chance you don't like the dreads and just want things to be classic. You like things to be very different. Or you're just broke but likes white hair. And you're base for that. You like Aaron Pierre. Or you're just a hardcore blader. High chance you'd wreck the lobby and one of the supports will add you just to talk shit.
You ain't nothing but a broke boy.
You don't even need to tell me what your favorite NBA team is. Most likely a chill person, but has the nastiest personality expressed through his gameplay. Likes to ruin fun, but somehow fun to be with in real life. Very hit or miss. Got a good skin, but by the gods, I'm basically playing a casino with you on the team. Also high chance you hated the skin before it came out and then liked it after. You like to waste money. Broke as winners. You like Disney too much. You like cool old people, and that's pretty cool. You're cool yourself. That's cool. Keep it cool, yo. You wasted 6 hours of your life. Brokies winning again. Good luck or have fun, because 60% of the time, it's actually gonna feel like Ronan is in the lobby with this one. 90% it's like real life Hawkeye in here. You better respect the fuck out of them, because they'll drop them DPS and supports in one shot. Unless Boss was in this week, then good luck. You like Marvel too much. If I had a nickel for every Scorpion-like skin in the game, I'd have 2. And it ain't weird because Scorpion is cool as fuck. You're quite interested in multiverse concepts. You like anti-characters. You got a wonderful taste in clothing. 80% chance you wish for a better lower part, but could be the galactic messer or the absolute terrorist. Just ban that Hela to be sure. The Hela that is too crazy, that's hyped to overextend thinking they're her. Though they could actually be here and be a menace, but not often. You're into monster or extraordinary aesthetics. Decent chance of being an early Hela main, and it's either they really want to feel like they're good, or they're really just good. So good luck with both. Broke, or you're into unique designs. You're weird. You don't like green too much. W. I know what you are. You like redheads too much. You like twinks or soft boys. Don't lie. You like to gatekeep, maybe for different reasons. That might be smart or just plain evil. Or both, you decide. You like to learn and commit to something that's very different. Or you could just be someone that's into cool villains. You're into too much nostalgia.
You ain't nothing but a broke boy.
You find Donatello the best Ninja Turtle. Oh, you poor thing. Not even an MVP. Oh my god, this is so sad. I'm sorry for your loss. You like to lick people's tears. You like being the reason that someone's feeling miserable. You don't like being a tank melter because he's Iron Fist. You like being Iron Fist because he's a tank melter. You are sick. You like robots or cyborgs so much. Either you're broke that's insanely lucky, or you just snowball and proceeded to equip this absolute baller even though it's free. You want to be unique so bad, but probably the most unkillable fister out there. Unless Boss was in this week, then good luck. This is also like the terrorist, but he's abusing support instead of tanks. You know what? Bay is Zed. Either you like white hair and you're cool for that, or you like Deadpool too much. Broke, and you like Marvel too much. Likes to be different, but in the right way. Likes to discover and explore in different aspects rather than stay within what you're comfortable with. But most of the time, just swap, bro. You're a weird person with a weird taste and a weird look for things. Weird. You're into vintage, but not the right kind. It's like you see a rust and think it's vintage. You have class, knows what's up, got what it takes to be a next Victoria's Secret, but not what it takes to help the team. Let it go, buddy. Just accept it and let it go. You're sleek and simple. I love you. And usually good too. I'm going into dangerous territory. For safety purposes, anything I say is purely my opinion, okay? You see this in the lobby, there's a good chance you're basically facing zombie mode Magik right now. Or someone who just wanted to rip her out and play some hack and slash. You're basic. In game, okay? What I mean is you're pretty normal. Mostly you just do decent. It's better than most, so don't worry about it. You like X-Men too much. Or you like some things too much. You've got pristine taste. Don't let anybody tell you this shit is overrated. They're lying. In gameplay though, they usually don't show up. But if they do, then a godsend to the team. You like to fix things that aren't broken. A true Magik main. You deserve every buff she'll get, if she ever gets one. They probably could easily do the flash step animation cancel combo to one shot. Could be bought just now, but they're most likely still be decent. You better have a good ass AC to cancel her or you're dead. I don't know why, but somehow the godly Magics use the skin out of everything. What is wrong with you? You just want to have fun. You're pretty chill, who's probably just casual. You're cool. You're broke and asset callers. You like Pedro too much. But it's decent, so kinda lucky. She ain't gonna let you hit, buddy. But if she did, hey, good on you. But stop throwing my games, please. More than likely to be an absolute beast in the lobby. Bro thinks it's the maker or something. You're into too much nostalgia. These are either the biggest frauds you'll ever see or the best MKs out there. Which I know isn't that far-fetched when you think about it. Unique taste in a very good way. Not everyone will like it, but everyone will understand it. Apparently you have to read the comics, but if you did, hey, all hearts to you. The toilet paper is actually pretty nice, but you gotta work on that aim, bud, come on. Or not, because, you know, Moon Knight. Edgy and simple. You probably like Batman and you just don't know it yet. Also probably tries to be nonchalant in real life too. The Moon Knight. The type that throws an Ankh and then shoots you instead of the Ankh for optimal damage. The true Knight of Moon. The Fists of Khonshu. They are the name of the Vengeance Inspector. 70% chance they would dominate. This is like ascendant brain rottery of MK, but 30% chance to also just be brain rotted in a different manner. Like throwing type of manner. So good luck. You're broke. But feel proud for having one of the rarer skins. This is weird, but actually it just fits actual Namor mains. Take that with what you will. You're unlike most Namor mains. You're pretty chill. You might even be fun to play with. Gameplay is usually on the good side, so good job. You're like the others. You're not special. Even in terms of gameplay, you're just normal. This, on the contrary, very rare. If you see this guy in the lobby, he's most likely going to be an abuser. I mean, look at his face. You're a simplistic man. Now these people don't need team-ups. No flankers or flyers, they do not care. They'll be Namoring all around the battlefield like it's lore accurate. Weird. 6 hours for this. You and even non-Phoenix players, even me, probably hope this was our default, as we should. Coincidentally, most of them are actually hitting hard. You probably just bought this because it's a legendary. Otherwise, get your taste fixed. That being said, not all of them hit hard though, but some do. You like to make bad things worse. If you got this in less than 4 spins, personally, from my very own heart, fuck you. You like green too much. Good ass taste, buddy. But if you got it in less than 4 spins, fuck you as well. Old Farmer Psylocke. I swear most sides with this skin are only old farmers and can't get kills outside of it. At least the skin's good, but every single skin of her is also good anyway. Taste of a Michelin 5-star. The white hair, the blue jacket, the white Calvins, oh my god, it was perfect. You're different, in a good way. I know what you are. Though this one is the always flanking Psylocke, as opposed to the old farmer one. Probably so they can goon for her quietly in the corner. Yeah, I know. Don't ask how. Most likely bought this one. This is basically just a better version of the default color, so you're not really special in this one. You like very Japanese-esque themes. Might I even say a weeb. Most likely. You like comics too much. These aren't just flanking, old farming Psylocks. This was everything. Brawl, flank, defend with everything in her kit until she got nerfed. The playstyle difference is noticeable than most sides these days. The ultimate, the legend, the OG. We all know what you are. Yeah, you had to buy that one quick, do ya? You owned that skin at the very first day, huh? Can't be blamed. Even her default alt is a fucking W. God damn, they went hard with her. I would too. Another dangerous territory here. I just want to remind everyone that these are just based on my opinions and experiences. Please wand mains. Well, aside from your character takes no skill, which is a fact, but please, forgive me. True wand main. Even skipped or hard grinded the whole battle pass. I chance you also wanted the cape being the utmost true wand main. Or maybe you like it for certain reasons. Yeah, we see you, buddy. You have a rare taste, and you probably like Soul Steam. High chance you're a Wanda main not for Wanda, but for Marvel rivals. If you do like her character though, then you're pretty different than most. Actually good Wanda's here, which says a lot given the character. They would either do good harassing supports and proper positioning, or do mediocre due to just Wanda herself being ass. Mostly. High chance Wanda main spot this variant the moment it's dropped later on. You like green too much. Brokies stay winning. Brokies stay winning. Either you like blondes or there's a pattern here. Honestly, respect. If you have this, then hey, congrats to you, buddy. I have a feeling you're a good investor. Hopefully. Sign Venom owners though, fuck you. You don't like red too much. Alright, here we go. Am I sure what I'm doing is worth it? I'm entering the Spider Main's territory. Uh-oh. Lucky Brokey. Or you just really like Iron Spider. Edgy Spider-Man that's more on the dark edge type. Or you're just coping with the classic Spider-Man costume they gave him here. You'll get it someday. Guang Guang loves you guys. You're blind. Can't see the other better free ones or how bad this one is. Either a beast of a Spidey or a complete thrower. And they will intentionally throw if they want to. Always filled with ego, win or lose. Actual symbiote Spider-Man in form. And some of them complain about the skin too. Usually just an average Spidey. Sometimes pops off. Mostly pretty chill too. Probably the most normal Spideys I've experienced. Thank you. The quiet ones. 60% chance would pop off and says absolutely nothing the entire game. Though if they fail, they will try their hardest to make it work. Deadly Spidey main. High chance. Knows an entire fucking dictionary of combos. Like the usual Spider-Mains, ego. Not as much as a symbiote at least. You're doing good, you're pretty chill though. Probably a console player. The likeliest one to throw. I'm just speaking from experience. You add a Lord icon in there and it's just GG. You better pray to Odin that they're the rare good ones. Because oh brother, you might as well surrender. There's a very tiny chance that these ones are the greatest Spideys out there. But a very tiny one. Majority of them are like the usual shitterman you also experience. But I swear there are like 1 or 2 God Spidey games every now and then. You might have a superiority complex. And you just don't know it yet. They want to be different so bad. And they're usually bad. Squirrel Girl in the big season 5.5 is crazy. I respect it, man. Respect the dedication at this point. Even for a Squirrel Girl main, I know. Maybe they'll provide value one day. You're loyal and dedicated. Hopefully. Edgy. Way too edgy. You're pretty chill. Though if you have that MVP equipped, I know what you are. Freak. Straight up. There's a very off chance they can pop off, but hardly. Mostly they're just gonna be an old feeder. They will try hard to make her work though. You're old, probably, or at least into vintage stuff. Can't believe I'm saying this, but you like blue too much, in a bad way. You're still in ecstasy that will probably last for a week for finally having a legendary. Nothing special. Almost every Starlord main uses this, and I can't even say anything. No one understands you. You're way too clean and organized. Is it bad or good? Up to you to take it. Weird taste, because you'd rather wear this than the cowboy one. They usually go crazy and are so fucking annoying to fight in the game though. Somehow usually more of an old farmer than the others, I swear. Broke, but in red. Probably the most diverse skin. Either you're broken lucky, gooner, don't even deny it, or you slay girl. Broken edgy, way too edgy. Very storm-fitting taste, I like it. Most often they do good, even crazy on some cases. They also stay on the ground most of the time and the type to play within the team always. Could be bought just now, but they're most likely still be decent. They don't care if she enters the meta or not. They will pick the fuck out of her. The type to even push out of their way but somehow can return safely within the team. At least most of them. Hit or miss. Mostly miss, I'm not gonna lie. Stubborn too. Won't swap even with the whole team countering them. Kinda fitting for the skin. Like to keep things simple, with sprinkles of elegance and things. You like monsters too much. I know what you are. I know what you are. And you like white or green, but that's too much. I know I glaze white hairs, but you maybe like white hair too much. Probably a minimalist. And honestly, I see the beauty of this. Never seen a Punisher do good with the skin on. Maybe only mediocre. I don't know if it's related to them liking Japanese aesthetics, or the skin is just paid to lose. This is like classic edginess, and I will say, they are a hit or miss. Though I think it hits more than it misses. But brother, when it hits hard. They will obliterate the enemy. They will punish all the shields and flyers in no time. You don't really exist. You like it simple and red. I know what kind of person you are. I just can't prove it. Okay, hey man, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here, alright? Either you're hungry for a legendary or, I don't know, you like birds? Like, I don't know man, you're special. E-boy. Probably has an e-girlfriend in this. Usually a decent one, but always trying so hard to show off. Got Dante in the house. Absolute W taste. But gameplay is a little... heaven or hell. If you swap between this and the default color, then you're creative and probably like DMC. Otherwise, way too basic. The Bucky skin. The server admin. To be fair, it is still a hit or miss, but when it hits, holy shit. Guaranteed one of the enemies will call for a Bucky ban next game. You like the black arm, but cheap. Either a closet furry or an Akumu fan somehow. You have a very unusual taste. I don't know what to say about it, but it's very unusual. A literal primal gameplay. Knows proper timing and position to hunt someone. They thrive off primal instincts, and here just to be the most feral motherfucker in the lobby. They do not care for multi-kill ult. They will solo ult you. They love to ruin your night. A little more human, disciplined, doesn't overextend as much, but still isolates one for the team, saving ult for the biggest value possible. You're also very valued for the skin, by the way. This shit is cold as fuck. You like Marvel too much, and also a casino to have on the team, like almost absolutely 50-50. There are as much as dookie wolves as good ones with this. You are crazy, in a bad fucking way. Oh boy, here we go, supports. I apologize for any inconvenience I may exert. I am simply expressing my opinions. I'm scared. You like Marvel too much, or you're just edgy. You want attention. Adam Forcer. They will Adam and you can do nothing about it. This Adam will have the crazy amount of heals with his headshots. That's damage and heals. And like most Adam mains, got a good ass taste. This shit is exotic. Basically a legendary, because you'll never get one anyway. I could feel your exquisite trip to the screen, your beautiful themes, your artistic images. You know us the ballest. A little work on the aim though, buddy. Come on, you're always throwing my games, I'm not gonna lie. You like MCU too much. You like green too much. Like disgustingly too much. These ones are actually Cloak and Dagger. No cooldowns, how to survive while healing, and hide from mag ult. Though the skill ceiling is too low, and even the best value it gives ain't worth it, man. Dagger is just also prettier, so I get it. These ones at least knows to keep themselves up when getting dove, which is like bare minimum, I know, but it's C&Ds. Can't heal the team during this though. You're into plain old classic fanciness. You don't like over detailed things. You want to keep it simple but still look good. You probably also hope Cloak has legs. You're either into fantasies, Aura-esque concepts, or somehow JoJo. You like Dio too much. 70% chance you are or were a DPS main. Also high chance if you're ever a support main, you either played Adam, Mantis, or Ultron. Or you like Assassin's Creed. You simply like black coats. Usually the aggressive type of Sue uses her new self-shield as much as possible. These Susans will even flank you and willingly 1v1 you and you will lose. Fuck the Malice skin. This is Malice. You like yellow too much. Like the yellow in the default isn't enough for you, you psychopath. You like red. 90% chance you also bought the Malice skin before. These Susans on the other hand usually are the best at surviving for some reason. Maybe there's a psychological effect upon seeing Susan in a swimsuit that makes it so hard to kill her. You're into brunettes most likely. Or maybe you like green too much. Either you just like orange, or you pick the color that's very close to a skin color.
I see you.
You're captivated by Susan's beauty. Which, to be fair, I very much understand with this skin. I don't know why even. She's just serving hard in this. But come on bro, let's lock in life. Probable chance you're a lesbian. Brokies always winning. High chance you get an e-boyfriend, and it's most likely Thunderbolt's Bucky. Most likely to play by the team though. Always actively healing and puts that above everything else. They usually can survive by themselves though. Maybe it's due to being conditioned to be a heal bot by the e-boyfriend? Maybe. I know what you are. I know what you are. But what? Okay, now you're just a gooner with a horrible taste. You're into too much nostalgia. The luckiest broke motherfuckers in the entirety of Rivals. A free legendary. God, I hate Jeff mains. These are the good Jeffs, acting cute and all that, but they're pretty chill, quiet, surprisingly, and have good ults. Never seen this Jeff throw, which is a big deal by the way. The fun skin fits them too. I hate Jeff players, but this gets a pass. Edgy, or you probably like Orcus, the one that tries to DPS Jeff but often fails miserably and just throws the game. They don't care what you do or whose ally is in their ult. They see red, they will eat. Has the miserable personality of Jeff main, but at least they usually provide value. Insufferable, but hey, you do good in the game, then sure. At times they can definitely show up with their best time ults. You like Jeff too much. You like green too much. Ew. Even in the very first season, the broke Jeffs are still the winners. 1 year later, they got a fucking free mythic ass legendary. Good for you. Honestly, understandable. You will, or currently, probably like Juno in Overwatch. Genocide. Pure genocide in those eyes. These Jeffs are the fucking worst. They make a most of why most people hate Jeff players. And of course, they like the fluffy cutesy costume. It's literally wolf in sheep's clothing. The type to act oblivious just to funny haha troll. The type to instantly throw the moment they get a minor inconvenience. The type to say the most vile things in chat. The type to actually eat the whole team and throw the moment you call them out, even in the most polite way. I swear to God. Hey, there might be like good ones, like a minority in there, but most, I say most, with the most absolute hatred in my heart, are pure terrorists. And they all have lore too. So if your Jeff doesn't have one, you might be in good luck. Fuck those Jeff players. This might seem just like a good recolor, but the few times I saw this were actually godly Jeffs. They don't fuck around. They don't even have a hint of the usual Jeff player. They're just there to play good. You like Marvel Rivals too much. Or you may be just a bro. There's a high chance you're into BL. I know what you are. I know what you are. But why down these? You're into traditional themes or somewhat a weeb. The good Loki skin. Usually good ass Loki. Usually. The perfect aggression and discipline mixed with the perfect clone placements. One that can DPS a bit and can copy any ult and do good with no problem. You get a bit of edge, but the cool kind. Mostly an awful Loki though. But these motherfuckers are hard forcing the DPS Loki and not even healing the team. Their whole kit is only for them. Terrible. Awful. You like Loki too much. But this is a 60 hit 40 miss. When it hits, you've got an actual support Loki here. The immortalities, heals, and proper hidden clone positioning to maximize it is immaculate. If it misses though, yeah, good luck. You like Norse mythology too much. Dedicated Luna mains, even when being outshined by Susan this season. I meant last season, because Guang can handle Luna being mid for more than one season. They are still committed to her. Ain't no meta gonna live them down. Most of the time, a decent Luna with this one. Most of the time. You like Hatsune Miku too much. You somehow like Aetherpunk. Somehow. Usually the aggressive DPS Luna, whether it works or not, is a gamble, but you'll see similar gameplays between them. You probably also like Todoroki. I know what you are. You repeated that character select animation at least 5 times. Your favorite element is probably electric. I know what you are. But pink. These are the Luna mains. Usually can never go wrong with them. They know their freezes, optimal heals, and they can probably play other hitscan heroes too. Always seems to hit their freezes at the right time. But it is actually calculated. Basically the one before, but has a better taste in color. You got absolute class. You like monotone, with just the right amount. No offense, but these are the ones who actually suck ass. Like they can't fight, hit their shots, freezes, and their snowflakes is like perma on the flanker or flyer without switching once. If you're one of the good ones, God bless you. You like green too much. I know what you are. High chance you like oceanic themes. Gooner. Hey, you might be a gooner, but you got a good type. That black hair? Perfect. Sorry. Broke and might have missed a flea floral skin, because why would you ever wear this? A little 50-50 of a Mantis, but when you win the gamble, they can heal you with their utmost garbage heals. They will do their best to min-max that for you. The Mantis. These motherfuckers can DPS, heal, and sometimes will even flank healers. You dive them, they haunt you. They do not give a single fuck. In their ult, the heal is just a bonus, but once that speed boost from their ult hits, they will fuck you up. You want her cuter. You may have an alien fetish. Maybe. I have a feeling you're also into Aetherpunk aesthetic. You're way too edgy, but could also be a bro. You're pretty chill, but you're unbelievably annoying to chase around. Usually got the best dashes and movements of the rockets. You're chill and probably like red pandas. You're chill, but you're also weird as fuck. The type of rockets that shoot back. Not as effectively though, but usually they do that heal downtime and someone dies. Whether good or not, they always try to fight back. You at least have a good taste. Dedicated rocket main since the very start. They're pretty rare. The ones usually hovering to heal. They got good heals and movement, and the type to even use their wall climb, which is rare for rockets. They fight only when need to. Very solid rockets. Unless bot was in this week, then good luck. The heal bot rockets. Stand in one place, place rest, and hold right click and watch some video on the second screen. I don't know what's up with the skin, but every rare rocket I see with this are beasts. I know it's rocket, but I swear they can kill. They also got decent heals and godly movements. The motherfucker that climbs like a no-key snake on the wall. Entirely different breed. You like Marvel too much. Might be broke, but so lucky with the skin. But so unlucky with Ultron. You would probably also like Megatron. Still believes in Ultron. Would get good damage with him, but come on. If it ain't triple sport, don't make our lives miserable, man. You like green too much. Weird.